Come, Sam, do tell us a story.
Oh, do tell us a story.
Well, I know lots of strange things. Things that if I should tell, people might say they wasn't so. But they is so, for all that.
Well, tell us then.
Tell us.
You mustn't be frightened now.
Oh, pooh, we're never frightened.
Well then, I'll tell you what Captain told me when I was your age. Well, Captain Ebb Swain was the most respectable man. He was the deacon in the Church of Dedham before he died. He was at Lexington when the first shot was fired. He was a dreadful smart man. He married Lois Peabody, your grandfather's cousin. You see, there was a man that would come around this area in spring and fall. He would carry goods, and his name was Ezekiel Lamadou. He was kind of mournful, thin, and shad-bellied. No one knew where he came from, but the women loved him. Women would count down the time until Lamadou would show up, and they would make all kinds of preserves and pies. The story went around that he was courting Phoeban, or Phoeban was courting him. People really didn't know which. He wrote her a letter, and he said that he would be coming around Thanksgiving, but he never did. Well, all of a sudden, he stopped coming. Well, Phoeban went ahead and married Elijah Moss and thought no more about it. Captain Solomon rounded up a team of people to head for Boston, Massachusetts, and on that day fell the coldest snow that the oldest man could remember. So cold that day that Captain Ebb Solomon was confused and didn't know where he was, and by sundown he was so bewildered, and when night came on, he had no clue where he was. Well, before long, he saw a light come through the trees, and sure enough, he was at Cac's old mill.
So you see, Cat, I got stranded in all this snow, and I was wondering if I could stay here for the night.
Oh, that's all right. Just stay here till morning.
So old Cac got his tea kettle and started a fire, and they proceeded to tell stories.
So, did you hear what happened the other day?
Told stories till about midnight,
He bit off my right toe.
until there was a knock on the door.
Lord mercy, what's that? Did you hear something?
Yeah?
Well, wait a minute.
Telling stories until there was a sudden knock on the door, harder than ever.
Well, if it's the devil, might as well face him. Ah! Do you want to come have tea with us? All right.
Anybody that made Katuri mad was sure to get the worst of it, first or last. Katuri stood there stiff as a wall and started rattling her neck bones.
Well, Katuri, what do you see?
Come down, let's see who ye be.
And then they saw a pair of feet.
Come down, yes, come down.
Well, we're in for it now.
Well, now that you've come, what do you want?
Oh.
Captain Ebb picked Cac up and comforted him. Cac was in so much distress and under such conviction that the whole dreadful story came out. How Cac's father had murdered poor Lamadou for his money, how Cac had helped, and then how they had put the body up in the chimney. He said he didn't have peace nor rest since then, and that was what had driven him away from praying. Cac died a day or so after, and he never received a trial. He made the parson promise to tear down the old mill and bury the body, and after he died, they did it.
I, for one, don't believe that story one bit. Well, some things I say are true, some things ain't.
Well, not here yet.
Why don't you ask your Aunt Lois about Miss Ruth?
Why?
Just do it.